Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by...
For over 30 years, Vanguard Outdoors has made the gear that turns a regular hunt into another fine day of field. We know that a good shooting stick or a nice pair of binoculars can make or break your day. Our design teams include serious hunters who work hard to bring you the best sporting optics, shooting sticks, tripods, bags, and more. We are Vanguard Outdoors.
Michigan Folding Doors and Sunrooms. Bring the outdoors in with a sunroom or patio enclosure, folding glass doors, and much more. For 30 years, they've designed, installed, and maintained dream living spaces across Michigan. Unfold the possibilities with Michigan Folding Doors.
Well, hey everyone, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We have a short show this week because our PBS stations are pledging, but we are jam-packed with all sorts of brand new stuff. We're going to kick things off by tagging along on the World Ice Fishing Championship. You won't want to miss that. Teams from all over the world came here to Michigan, just north of Grand Rapids, to compete in that. It was a really cool story. Then we're going to tag along with some bunny hunters chasing a few beagles, do a little rabbit hunting on this week's show, and I think we're going to have time for a small bragging board as well. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger. It's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan Out of Doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by
Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's destination since 1988, featuring varieties of homemade sausage, jerky, brats, and gourmet entrees. Holiday gift boxes can be assembled in-store or online. Details at countrysmokehouse.com.
By Great Lakes Firearms and Ammunition, a family-owned and operated firearm manufacturer in Sparta, Michigan, offering a wide variety of calibers and colors, backed by a lifetime warranty. More information available at glfallc.com.
By Angler Quest Pontoons, offering fishing pontoons designed by anglers for anglers. Angler Quest pontoons are built with a multifunctional layout to support a variety of fishing adventures. Learn more at anglerquestpontoons.com.
Jay's Sporting Goods. Trust the tradition.
A few weeks back, I was in the small town of Lakeview, Michigan to cover Day 2 of the 2025 World Ice Fishing Championship, with 10 countries competing in this two-day tournament. Things were looking good for Team USA, as they had the lead after Day 1.
Oh, this is going to be a very important day. It is the second day of the World Championships. I don't know, a lot of pressure. We're tied for first, but we always finish strong. Every tournament we've done, we finished better on Day 2 than Day 1. And I hope if we do that, we are going to be gold medalists here. But we knew that this was going to be a battle right to the end because we are matching them up at their strength, which is little fish and fast. So we are matching up with their strengths of fishing, and we're not afraid of nobody in the world doing this. I've been training them, and they know what to do. So I'm cutting them loose here in just a few minutes, and it's going to be an exciting 3 hours. We have started. We got some of our fans. All right. Thank you, guys. I started fishing in 2010, which was in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, and we won a gold medal then. I didn't realize even what we did then, because it's been very difficult. I've been around the world now. I've been to Kazakhstan twice, Ukraine twice, Bulgaria, Belarus, Finland, Poland, I don't know, some other countries, Latvia, Lithuania. I've been to all them countries fishing, and I'm so proud to bring it here, and we're going to see what happens. It's a 5-man team event here. We have 10 teams here this year, which is 10 anglers in each zone. So we had 5 zones on Saturday. We got 5 different areas on day 2, completely other end of the lake. It's been mostly bluegills, probably 80%, 90% bluegills, some crappies and some perch thrown in, probably a couple shiners, and they caught a bullhead the other day and they went crazy over the bullhead, so they were taking pictures. It's worldwide famous, this little bullhead is, but they did catch one, so I was stunned to see that.
This style of fishing is very different than what we're used to. These anglers are targeting small fish using very small equipment and no electronics during the actual tournament.
They are allowed to use electronics for mapping, with say Vexilars or whatever, find depth, and they can do mapping. But the rest of it, on like game days, there's no electronics, all hand drilling, no power drilling. It's pure fishing here. It's getting after them type of things. You drill a hole and you fish. You don't have. Usually I wouldn't even dream of going out my Vexilar or my Panoptics these days. But now it's just pure fishing. As you watch them, they drill a hole, they fish. They drill a hole and they fish. And it's the purest sense of fishing that we have. World competition, one fish can make the difference here between winning and getting it done. Because we're going to be so tight, this is going to be a cat and dog fight right to the bitter end. I can't even watch my guys going at it right now. I've set the table, got them all out working. They got their spotters. They know what they got to do. Just best for me to stay out of the way and let them go. I've set the table for them.
Another unique thing about this tournament is the weigh-in. It's not really about catching big fish, it's about catching the most total weight. And since we have strict limits on what you can keep here in Michigan, the crew had to create a catch and release weigh-in system that ended up working out quite well.
The world competition asks to weigh all the fish in a 3-hour window. Well, obviously here in Michigan, we have a limit of 25. So our spotters are going to watch, and when they see somebody getting close to 20-some fish, we're going to pull all 10 anglers' buckets, one from each country. We're going to bring them in, we're going to weigh them. So what the guys do is we've got a couple of fish masters that are going to strain the fish out and get the slush and the snow and anything else that's in there out so we can get an accurate measurement. Put it up here on the scale, at which point I'm going to give a reading of the scale. I'm going to enter it into the KeepNet app that we're using to track all the scoring. We also have a scribe that is doing a paper backup of that. And then those numbers are tallied later to determine the winner of the zone.
The way the weigh-in system works, the spectators really had no idea how things were going throughout the day. But one thing's for sure, there was lots of support for the USA ice fishing team. And before the tournament wrapped up, I was able to catch up with one of those supporters, who was a former USA team member and a familiar face in the world of ice fishing.
Hi, I'm Dave Gens. I'm here at the World Ice Fishing Championship in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and they've kind of titled me here as the godfather of modern ice fishing. I started ice fishing, well, actually I quit my job when I was 40 years old and been in the ice fishing business ever since. Started tournaments, in 1979, I put on my first ice fishing tournament. And I've fished in world competition in 1992 when I was up in Canada. And it's pretty exciting to, I carried the USA sign in the parade walking down the streets up in Lake Simcoe. It was, makes your heart feel good when you get to do that. And I noticed that our team members here for Team USA are, they're proud to be representing their country. And it's really exciting to, see and watch this. In 1992, up in Canada, Team USA was able to win a silver medal, and I've been very proud to have this hanging around my neck at different events. Several years ago, Team USA won the gold medal. Last year in Mongolia, I believe they won a silver medal. That's really a big deal to compete against the people all over the world and kind of on their turf. They're the ones that kind of made the rules, and Team USA has adapted to their rules and is able to compete with them now.
It was pretty incredible to see people from all over the world sharing one piece of hard water here in Michigan. Unfortunately, Team USA had a tough day too and ended up finishing 6th overall, with Lithuania finishing 1st. Tournaments like this one can often be decided by just a few grams, and medals are always hard-earned. Thanks to Myron and the crew for inviting me out, and good luck to the team going forward as they represent our country around the world.
Well, what we're going to do now is shift gears a little bit and get off of the hard water and head to the woods. We're going to tag along with some guys that were chasing some beagles and some bunnies, and that is always a ton of fun. And now that the weather is improving a little bit, so are the scenting conditions, and we had not a great day as far as a lot of rabbits, but we had a really great time.
Boys, this one is a son of her.
Okay.
And then that one's related to her.
Who we got here?
This is Bugs. This is my old female. I do a lot of competing with her.
Okay.
I'm gonna go kill a couple bunnies today.
Today I was just north of Coopersville, Michigan, tagging along with some guys chasing beagles and bunnies today. These guys get out quite a bit, and we were hoping for some good runs today.
This is my old girl, Xana. She's 9 this year.
Wow.
This is the one that started it all for me. I like her so much I got her tattooed on me, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
As we hit the woods, the fog just started to lift. Now, this first property is a honey hole for these guys, and once we hit the woods, you could see why. Lots of brush piles and some nice lanes cut in spots as well, which makes it nice for actually getting a rabbit on camera.
Well, we're gonna let these dogs get a rabbit jumped up for us. We're gonna get in a circle and we're gonna shoot them, I guess. Let them run around a couple times.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's pretty wet out here. It's been very cold and we got a bunch of snowman snow out here. So it's not the best. They kind of sink right into it. The rabbits can just kind of glide right on the top of it. But
how's the season been for you this year?
I just got home after being gone for a while guiding, and I've been home running every day since I've been here, and it's been pretty good.
Nice.
So it is what it is. I got some friends that run my dogs for me when I'm out of state.
Okay.
So.
And where were you you're out of state hunting?
Yeah, yep, I guide full time. So I was up in Canada for 2 months and then down in Oklahoma for a couple months waterfowl hunting down there.
Wow.
Yep, so busy guy on the road.
Sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. So just get to hunt every day and travel all over the United States and do that. So can't be mad about that.
How old are your dogs?
So my oldest female is 7, and then her pup is turning 2 this June.
Okay.
So a little ways to go in the younger male, but he's doing pretty good so far.
Well, we had one circling back our way, but from where I was, you could barely see anything. But Rodney had his gun up and was waiting for a good shot.
Well, what happened there?
The dogs finally got one going, and it didn't look pretty, but we got one so far.
I could see him kind of getting through the trees, but I couldn't really get him on camera.
So, yeah.
Well, there's one in here.
We got one. Another one went under our hunting blind, so.
Yeah, there's a few out here.
See if we can't get any more up.
Well, we covered this spot pretty good, so we moved to spot number 2, about 10 to 15 minutes away. Now this spot also holds a lot of rabbits, has some nice low areas, and some really good edges as well. Hopes were high.
So we jumped him like right here, and now he's running in a big circle like that, so he should end up back in this area right here. That's where we're at right now. But I've been running hounds my entire life. My dad had them when I was growing up. My brothers got them as well. But I've kind of had a hound at my house my whole life. And when I turned 16, I started competing a lot more. Got more into it, so I've had coon dogs and beagles now.
Nice.
And yeah, I've always just had a couple beagles and a couple coon dogs back at the house, and just something I enjoy the most. Bring all my buddies out with me.
And what do you like about this kind of hunting?
I just like the dog work is the best thing about it. Just natural genetics show, basically, with these things. Time in the woods is really what makes you have a good dog or not a good dog at the end of the day. So, I mean, just putting time into it, and you can see the puppies that are progressing as from not knowing nothing to being a finished dog like this one or whatever. Just, it's pretty enjoyable to watch them grow up. I don't really shoot a lot, but I really enjoy watching the hounds work themselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my favorite thing about it.
And how do you pick a spot when you're trying
to find something?
Yeah.
My biggest concerns are always where the roads are at. Just try to keep the dogs safe, you know what I mean? So I just drive around, and I've been here for so long, I kind of know what has good game in it and what doesn't, and what I can run and stuff like that. So far off the road, this time of the year it's a little scary running with like water, rivers and stuff like that in it, just because there's ice and then there's water on top of that ice so the dog can go through. So I try to stay away from those kind of spots this time of year. But really just big sections, so I don't have to try to worry about my dogs getting off the property where I have permission to be.
Okay.
But I mean, that's just part of being a houndsman. You just kind of drive around, look for your spots, and hope to God everything goes smoothly.
Well, tell me what happened there.
Well, the dogs rolled him for a while, and we finally got him killed. So he started way out there and ran a big circle, came back right where we jumped him, ran him up in this little section, and then that was the end of that.
So we should have stayed right where we jumped him,
Right
eh?
where we jumped him, man. I mean, he came within, what, 15 yards of where we got him going at? So it's kind of cool.
Well, I saw you raise your gun up. I was like, oh, geez.
Yeah, we got him, so.
Well, good shooting.
I had to wait and make sure I knew where all the dogs were at and everything first, so he was a little bit far, but didn't matter, I guess, right?
There we go, success.
Success.
The amount of rabbit sign here was crazy, but just not a lot of them moving today. But Rodney was with Kyle and actually had time to get his cell phone out and capture this shot on camera.
He's coming right at us. Don't shoot yet. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. If he stops, shoot him. Shoot him. Hi.
Hi?
Yeah.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
Dogs will get him.
Well, tell me the story.
Well, the dogs were circling around, and we seen it about 100 yards out and kind of zigzagged towards us and got a shot at it. Had to shoot twice, but...
Just to make sure?
Yep, just to make sure we got it, but yeah, here we are.
Nice. Well, this always seems to happen on a rabbit hunt. We've got 3 guys out here today with guns, 1 camera. All 3 guys have killed a rabbit today, but I was not with any of the one that actually shot a rabbit when they shot a rabbit. Near them, but not close enough to see the rabbit, so that's kind of one of the hard things about taping rabbit hunts. You never know quite where they're going to hop out, but it's been a good day. Good day to be in the woods, actually. It was a little overcast and foggy this morning, but it's been a really pretty day. Dogs have run really well. A couple of really good dogs here, but it's just some thick cover to get them on camera. But been a good day overall. Always fun to get out rabbit hunting.
Well, hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Michigan Out of Doors this week. Make sure you are joining us over the next couple of weeks. We're excited for all the stuff that's happening around the state, and we are taping our Big Buck Night West on March the 13th in Grand Rapids at the Ultimate Sports Show. If you want to come see that, it is a lot of fun. Get to hear those stories and see those racks up close, and we are giving away a firearm that night as well, so should be a great night. Make sure you are joining us over the next several weeks, and if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by
Get away from it all to your own place. With Greenstone's recreational land loans, we'll help you finance acreage of any size so you can own your own place in the great outdoors. Greenstone.
By SCI. SCI helps protect, promote, and preserve wildlife through conservation practices which include hunting. SCI supports and funds conservation programs in the state of Michigan. Learn more how you can get involved at a chapter near you.
By Showspan, producing consumer shows that include the Ultimate Sports Show in Grand Rapids, over 350 exhibitors, outdoor gear, boats, seminars, Lake Ultimate, and Big Buck Night, the Ultimate Sports Show at the DeVos Place in Grand Rapids.
By Network Outdoors, connecting members to share experiences, help grow businesses, and to give back to the outdoor community. Learn more at one of 10 monthly meetups or online at networkoutdoors.com. Closed captioning brought to you by Double D Ranch Foundation, a nonprofit 501c3 foundation working to make hunting and fishing accessible for those with disabilities.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, East to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love